Not live, just recorded.
Yeah, learn that lesson.
And hi there. Happy Thursday. It is May the 16th, 2019. I'm Eric. Talking at you as always from beautiful downtown Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, where anyone who says to you, hey man, it's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve, should also remember it's Homo sapien, not heterosapien.
You know, somebody posted an interesting question about Adam and Eve. He said, well, everybody knows Adam and Eve is supposed to be white, but what color were they? Does anybody actually know?
Well, no, of course not. I would venture no one in the Bible is actually white. If you look at the part of the world it's all supposed to take place in,
Yep.
not full of white people.
No, not many at all.
That's a very big misconception. But I'm sure heaven is right full of gay people, and a lot of these people, so-called Christians, are going to be very disappointed when they get there and find that out.
Yeah.
Someone actually said that to me today in a serious conversation.
Really?
Yeah, it's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. Fuck off. Really? In 2019, we're still saying things like this?
How would you have a big bag of shut the fuck up and leave me alone?
Right? Go drink some Roundup.
Please.
All right. How you doing, Gord?
I'm doing all right. Had what was started off to be a very, as I mentioned yesterday, a very stressful day.
Garbage.
At work, just because we have a tremendous amount of items that were coming in for customers, and I don't normally deal with a lot of them. Usually it's like one or two items. Today I had 12 orders with like a total of, I think it was like 19 items. And I have nowhere in the store to put this shit.
Right.
So, thankfully, my manager, Sherry, did an amazing job of prepping me for it. Do this, do this, do this, do this. This is how you're going to get this organized. This is how the only way you can be able to get through the day is to do this. Well, I did all that prep work, she said. All the items came in perfect. I took care of everything. You're going to have the whole day. Fucking trouble, like whole clock, whole day for things. Everybody showed up to pick their shit up in the same hour.
Wow.
It was just a fun madness. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. And then I had no sale. Like, not one sale all day.
Oh my
and
God.
then the last hour and a half, fucking almost $8,000 in sales.
Really?
Yeah.
Just for yourself?
Yep.
Fantastic.
So, it ended up being a really good night at the end of it.
That's great.
Yeah.
I wish someday I get to be that enthused about work again.
Well,
it's not going to happen very soon.
No. I said I wouldn't necessarily be enthused as much as I'm just sort of amazed that it actually went the way it did.
Yeah. No, that's good.
Yeah, so everything. So decent day. Pretty happy. When I texted my manager to tell her, hey, I did this much in sales, she fucking calls me. She's like, are you kidding me? I'm like, no. She goes, oh my God, that's awesome.
I, on the other hand, worked on our episode, last night's episode, till about 3:30 this afternoon. And then I doodled some pictures from the new comic book I'm writing, and that was a pretty productive day for me.
Very nice.
That's... I did virtually nothing. It was a crap day. I struggled with some stuff online, and then I just gave up and pretty much sat and stared at a wall until you were ready to talk. I really need to get out and do something. I'm getting a little stir crazy. So that'll be on the horizon now. But look forward to to another edition of the comic book coming out right away. Supposed to be by Wednesday, but that probably means no Not until next week or something.
Well, I can't fucking wait to see the comic book. So
well, you'll
I'm
be the
very
first
excited.
one to see it. It's actually a remake of the very first one. He becomes a school teacher in this one.
Nice.
A substitute teacher.
That'll be fit. Wait, wasn't that touched upon in one of the episodes? The fact that he did that, but
Yeah, because the dispatcher at the
it was mentioned.
Yeah, the dispatcher at the mail place was the secretary at the school. She's this recurring character that just pops up everywhere for no reason, and I'm never going to explain it.
Nope.
It literally has no
Why bother?
reason. That's the funny part. It's a great comic. I'm really excited to get back into it, and I actually have some people excited to read it this week, so that's neat. I'll put it on our website and see if it gets a response. If it does, maybe I'll do something with it.
Cool.
It needs to be about 20% cooler.
Also, tomorrow night is our big night.
Oh man!
About
announcement night, motherfuckers!
About 27 hours away from the big giveaway, the biggest giveaway in Canadian history. Courtesy
right.
of Eric and Gord. A barbecue set like no other. You'll never see another one like it in your lifetime. And most of you will never see this one in your lifetime, but one of you will.
Maybe.
Big exciting stuff. Yeah, right? It's very cool. I'm excited that that's happening. Do we want to take one last stab at explaining to everybody what they can win? They've got plenty of time still to enter the draw.
All right. Well, here it is, folks. The last description you're going to hear of this. The ultimate barbecue tool kit that you're ever going to need. It's got everything you need that for all your barbecue pleasure. It's good for at-home use. It's good for camping. It's good for chopping up a neighbor and barbecuing that fat little ass if you want to. Whatever you want to do with it. I, for the most part, support it. It's great. Stainless steel case. Comes with everything you need. Comes with a set of steak knives, forks, your tongs, your barbecue skewers, your salt and pepper shaker, your carving knife, your giant flipper. It's got absolutely everything in it. And the ultimate testing prize that goes along with it, which is the thing I most look forward to giving away, is going to be the set of Solingen steel steak knives that's going with it, that I will be professionally re-edging myself to eliminate the serrated edges and to bring that thing back to its full glory of a smooth edge knife. So yeah, it's going to be an awesome, awesome, awesome giveaway. And those of you that are lucky enough to enter it in, which could be all of you, somebody's going to win it.
And winter is coming.
That is very, very cool. And you have plenty of ways to enter. You can enter on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, ericandgord.com. Anywhere you listen to this podcast, you can enter on radiopublic.com, which is a great place to do it. And even on podcoin.com if you've downloaded the app and got your bonus points from us. And anywhere else that you choose to listen. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, probably your best bet to get in. All you have to do is say something about the show. Just say hi, say anything. Anything you send us is considered an entry into the draw. There are some concession prizes for the runners-up. I'll let Gord reveal those tomorrow night.
Yep.
But yeah, get your likes and pokes and tweets and whatever in as quickly as you can. And the draw will be held at 11:59 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow night. Very excited about this. It's really cool that we're doing it. I know a couple of fans are interested. I'm not sure if anyone else gives a crap, or they probably would have entered. But it's going to be fun nevertheless.
Absolutely. I'm like legit. I'm actually really fucking excited for this. So I'm looking forward to this.
That's cool.
Not looking forward to sending it out to anybody, but I'm looking forward to the whole thing.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I was thinking we might be able to sidestep that. I've got an idea.
Okay.
A cunning plan. Not that we're not going to send it out, but I mean a way to make it easier. Depending on who wins it. I'm surprised Paul didn't enter this. Paul, what's going on with you?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Not too impressed with him right now.
It's I will
It's
let him know. I'm not sure if he's
fascinatingly
listening, but I will let him know.
You better, because it's just about time to have him back on. I've got a couple other guests I'm trying to work on too. They're all insane, but
Insane is always fun.
oh, it's a blasty blast. Yeah, that's what they can't seem to commit. You know, you crazy people, you just can't commit to anything except for being crazy.
Right.
So I could really use you guys on the. You're not listening. I don't know. Anyone who's crazy, if you want to be on a podcast, shoot me a line. Eric@ericandgord.com. Always looking for guests. Always happy to get guests. I'm trying to avoid other podcasters at the moment because that's just been done to death. But we'll have a couple of them on right away too.
Yeah, we might as well.
And just in case anyone does happen to listen, we've got more than enough room in our program for some advertising. If you want some free advertising for your podcast, just DM me on Facebook or shoot me a line at eric@ericandgord.com. Tell me what your show's about. I'll listen to it and I'll say something nice about it, even if I don't like it. We also have advertising space on our website available for very, very cheap. Premium prices for premium spots on a website that's visited by just literally hundreds of people a day. It's crazy how popular this thing is. So really great chance to advertise to a group of people you might not, a whole demographic you might not have tapped into yet for your small business or upcoming event or podcast or radio show, whatever you want to advertise. You can do that at eric@ericandgord.com.
Simple and easy.
Yeah, right. I'm happy to advertise for anybody. We've got the space. Why not use it? So that's that. I want to make some money this year
That would be a novel idea.
because every penny I have is going to go to Degrassi Palooza. Because I'm still showing a big fat donut on my donation page. I don't know how your GoFundMe's looking.
I
But it
will
looks
give
like-
you one guess.
It looks like I'm self-funding my trip to Toronto next month, which is going to be incredibly painful, but I will figure it out. In the meantime, anyone who wishes to help, go to Gord's GoFundMe page and shoot me a few bucks. As you know, I will be hitchhiking from here to Toronto. Maybe. I'm not doing it if I don't have any money. And I will be filming the whole thing for a YouTube special feature that will be put out just after we go and visit the entire cast of Degrassi. Both series. All in one place. All at the same time. I'm going to meet Caitlin. It's going to be magical. And then probably make out with one of the younger ones. But I'll be thinking about Caitlin the whole time.
I don't even have a fucking snappy comment for that. It's just spectacular.
She doesn't seem that easy, you know? She's a classy chick. And it could be difficult. Who knows? Maybe not.
Only time will tell with that one.
The only things that are impossible are the things you don't try.
And I am really gonna try.
Wow.
Oh.
All right, moving on to some serious business, which I just tried to look some stuff up and it totally screwed with my feed to you, so I'm going to be careful doing that. But I have very little to talk about. I did want to kind of follow through on some of last night's subjects because I wasn't really on the ball with them and we were interrupted and it was just really annoying all around. Made for a good episode, but it was annoying nonetheless. So you said you mentioned you had just found out about the governor of Alabama.
Well, I knew that there was women involved in it to an extent, but I didn't realize that it was a woman that basically signed off on it.
Yes.
On the abortion thing, and as much as I keep hearing about this and everything. Again, a lot of the arguments have to come from different points. Like I was on my way into work this morning, I was listening to the talk radio, and they were talking all about this, and they're saying that the whole point of this is to disband the Roe versus Wade.
Yes.
It's the whole point of this. They know they're going to do this so they can tie it up the courts so that they can take it to the new levels. And now that Trump has put all these Superior Court judges in that are very right-wing conservative, that have all openly admitted that they don't believe in, like, they're pro-life, not pro-choice. This is how these things are going to go through because no other judge allowed it. People have been trying it for years, and there's a specific judge that just retired, and this whole time he was one of the top judges for it, and every time it came up, he's just like, no! Fuck you! I'm not touching that. It goes against the fundamental fucking rights of a woman. No, I'm not doing this.
That's right.
So yeah.
Did you hear that Trump himself is potentially responsible for no less than 18 abortions?
What? Oh, he's like paid off chicks?
Yeah, chicks, various wives, girlfriends, mistresses, whatnot. No less than 18 abortions. So the big supporter of this anti-abortion legislation. Not so much.
Yeah. Not surprised in the fucking slightest. The man's a fucking walking hypocrite, so.
Surprised it took a whole day for that news to break.
Yeah.
This whole thing is I've been saying pretty much the whole time these two jackasses have been in office that we're just looking like a joke on the international stage. And I don't think anything could look worse than kicking up dirt in this argument right now. In either country, it's not something that needs to be brought up, and it just makes us look weak and stupid, while other countries are going insane trying to either do the Chinese way of sneakily take us over, or people who are mobilizing, getting ready for yet another Middle Eastern useless fucking unwinnable war. Either way, we look weak and stupid and confused, and I don't know how we're going to be taken seriously at the end of this. It's going to take years to rebuild any sort of credibility after these kind of fights that don't need to be fought.
Yeah, it's a pointless fucking war. It's utterly fucking pointless. I just don't fucking get
reopening a 30 now 40-year-old court decision for what? So that women can go back to hurting themselves with fake doctors in dirty garages. That's absolutely ridiculous. In looking at that as a good thing in any way is ridiculous, and pretending that it's not going to happen is even stupider.
Yeah.
Women are going to find a way, and it's not going to be a healthy, life-saving way. I can't believe you're pushing them in this direction. I can't believe one woman would push another woman in that direction ever.
Well, again, when you have people who don't, like, the single-sidedness of everything is amazing. There's this I don't know who she is. She's a model or something. She's just this gorgeous fucking woman. She posted a nude picture of herself, so they're butt naked, arms covering her tits, and a leaf of some sort covering her fucking pie hole. And she posted this specifically for the 25 men that are listed on that voted for this abortion thing in Alabama. And I'm trying to understand this fucking dumb bitch's logic. You're a super hot chick and you pose nude. What does this prove? How is this going to stop a group of old white men from passing a law? You're a hot naked chick.
Yeah. Thanks.
By posing nude, you've just basically eliminated anything that you would have to say that's intelligent, because all we want to do is check out your fucking body.
Well, I'll tell you, speaking of intelligence on this matter, I was trying to find someone with some semblance of reason, and I actually Googled scholars from Alabama. I wanted to find a famous scholar, someone intelligent from Alabama to speak about this, and the only thing that came up was Channing Tatum. That's the closest thing to a scholar they've got from Alabama. So, you want the kid from 21 Jump Street to talk to you. That's all you get. I was
that
hoping
is
for
just amazing.
for someone credible. Not that he's a good actor, or whatever. I don't mean to insult the guy, but he's not who I would turn to for scholarly advice on legal matters.
No, if I needed to know how to shake my hips for my girlfriend, sure, maybe.
Right? Yeah. I wanted to be like Magic Mike, you're the first person I'll call. But if I want to argue a constitutional amendment, probably not.
Yeah, not so much. Have you heard, just quickly off topic here, have you heard anything about so you know that show, what the fuck's it called, Game of Thrones?
Yes.
Okay, so I've never seen an episode. I just don't. Well, it's not true. I've seen one episode in its entirety.
I have seen a part of one. I've never finished one.
I saw the Red Wedding episode, which was like the brutal. It was a great episode. I mean, everybody died. It was awesome. But that's as far as I've ever really gotten into the show. So there's a petition going around which has over 500,000 signatures on it, of people demanding that they rewrite and reshoot the final season of Game of Thrones because they're just not happy with it.
Really?
So they're actually trying to demand that they happen, and they want the writers that were involved on it to be all fired. Like, none of them are allowed to be a part of it who wrote the season, and they have a specific people they want to be brought in. And yeah, I just find it.
This is based on a series
never
of
heard
books,
of this
though.
before.
This is a book. These are books that are published. It's not just a TV season. These are from books that are published. A series of popular books. You can't just rewrite the entire book.
Well, you can.
And he wouldn't anyway. I know the author. I know
Yeah.
of him. I can't see him reopening his manuscript and redoing his book for some Netflix fans.
No.
In case you don't know, writers don't take you seriously. They're writers. They read their books.
Yeah. I just found it really funny because I thought the same thing. I'm thinking, wasn't this all based off of books? Like,
yeah, it it worked for Family Guy. That's what happened to Family Guy. Ultimately, they petitioned and got it back. It was canceled, and enough people bugged Fox enough times to get it back. I was pissed off that it didn't work for Futurama because the same thing was attempted for that. But no.
Actually, that's not what brought Family Guy back.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't petitions. It was sales when they released it on DVD. When they released the seasons on DVD, it was the sales.
Well, sure. Okay.
That's what brought it back, and that was the whole big thing because nobody, like, people always said, "Yeah, bring the fucking show back," but it wasn't the people writing in. It was about they just saw all of a sudden it was like the biggest selling DVD series. They're like, "Well, holy shit! Like, people really fucking love this show." And they contacted Seth again. They said, "I think we should do it again." He's like, "You guys are fucking idiots for canceling it in the first place."
Yeah, I was very disappointed it didn't work for Futurama in that same way, and hasn't worked. It worked for. That was kind of the same thing behind Arrested Development. People pushed and pushed, so they rewrote a crap season and tried again. I still haven't seen it, but I heard it wasn't good.
I mean, sometimes you just got to let a show die, but.
Right? Like,
sometimes they're like, it's very rare when a show comes back and it becomes stronger than it was when it was on. That's just, Family Guy's really about the only fucking show I can think of that ever pulled that off.
That's exactly right. And now Game of Thrones, it's been on for 37 years or something now.
Only in 8 seasons.
Yeah, it feels like a lot more.
It certainly does.
And, there's going to be something else. Go watch Vikings. It's an amazing show. If you guys haven't watched that and you're watching this crap instead, watch Vikings. Way, way better. And Canadian. But there's going to be another one right after this one. There always is.
Well, of course there is.
There's always something else to rot your brains on. Some new thing that I won't get interested in. I don't think I've ever gotten into any one of these. The only one I would say is Northern Exposure was huge for me, but it wasn't for other people.
It wasn't like you were pushed into watching it from somebody else?
No, I discovered it totally by accident, because it was on after Law and Order on A&E at like 11 in the morning.
I fucking love that show.
And it was Law and Order and then Northern Exposure, like 2 episodes of each every day when I was supposed to be in university. But I wasn't. I was skipping classes to watch Law and Order and Northern Exposure. One of the greatest television shows ever made. You had to be quite intelligent to enjoy it because it was pretty highbrow stuff. But great show. And that's the only like sort of bandwagon-y show I got in on. I wasn't a Twin Peaks guy. I wasn't a Game of Thrones. I can't fucking stand that whatever the zombie shit is. Walking Dead, is that what it's called?
Yeah, Walking Dead. Yeah,
I can't stand it. Television in general it drives me nuts these days.
I just discovered something I need to buy.
All right then.
Sorry, I got distracted briefly for a second there.
I'm you know what? I would too. I'm droning on like an idiot. Don't watch Game of Thrones. Well, do watch it, but don't rewrite the end. Like, that's stupid. Oh, we didn't like it, so rewrite the season. What's that going to do for you? You're going to know it's not real.
Yeah,
it's not the way it really ended. They did that with the last the final Rocky movie, the Rocky Balboa movie. They released it with 2 endings, and so well, what's the? Come on, commit to your.
Could
movie.
you not just make a decision? What the hell?
Yeah, no, they did it one way, and then they did it the complete opposite way, and then they released both on the DVD. So come on, if you make a movie, stand by it. Be like Lucas. Lucas never apologizes for shit.
No, that's very true.
And they're remaking Howard the Duck for that motherfucker, so.
Which they've been talking about ever since Guardians of the Galaxy came out.
Yeah, I wonder if it's a
they
hoax.
still haven't yet.
If it's not really happening. But then again, I've heard of this Bill and Ted rumor for ages too. Which is what I'd actually get behind, I think. I think I might go see that if it happens. Howard the Duck, I could care less, but because they'll make it stupid, they'll screw it up.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, of course they will.
Or they'll try to make it not stupid, which is a worse way to go. There's only 2 ways you can go with that. You can go like, what's that guy, Sean William Scott, whatever, that dude, where's my guy?
Stifler.
Stifler. You can go like that kind of stupid with it, or you can try to make it cool. And either way, you're gonna fuck it up. Like, it's not something that should be remade. There's no good can come from this. But they're going to go one way or the other. He's going to be all CGI'd out and look ridiculous. And they're either going to make him cool or they're going to make him like Jar Jar Binks goofy. Either way, it's going to suck. EricandGord.com. And Bill and Ted, I don't know. I don't know if they get some good writing and get Keanu in on a cameo. It should be a funny show. But
that's for sure.
Again, a huge potential to either try to make it hip and fuck it up, or try to get so stupid that it sucks. And it won't have the dude from the Twisted Sister videos, I guarantee that.
No, which is a damn shame on its own account.
The guy from Animal House, I don't think he's ever done anything except for Animal House and Twisted Sister videos, and of course Bill and Ted.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look at his thing. I don't know. I have no idea what else he's done.
Yeah, that's another guy. You go, oh, that guy, but no one knows anything about him. He's just that guy. When you go, oh, you know that guy from? Yeah, I know that guy. What's his name? Nobody knows.
No, nobody knows. Twisted Sister, dude. Yeah.
Oh, they might. I'm not sure Twisted Sister know their own names anymore.
Oh. Dee Snider certainly does.
Because it's on a bunch of restaurants and stuff. He went on to be quite the businessman. And good on him. I mean, I like to see rock stars that do good with themselves. Like guys who, they save their money and actually invest in stuff. Jason Newsted's a great example. Jason Newsted's like a real estate mogul.
He doesn't understand.
Is he really?
Oh yeah. He's does very, very well in real estate and investing. He leaving Metallica was definitely not a tough decision for him.
No, it's true. I mean, that poor guy, man. He just got they just treated him like shit.
And, it was just that time where they seem to be treating everyone like shit, including their fans. I don't see why. He's been such probably one of, if not the favorite member of that band. Nobody likes Kirk Hammett, let's be honest. And I can drum better than Lars, and I'm not even exaggerating. I guarantee I can. The guy has never known how to play a set of drums. I don't know why they ever had him around. That band was two people, in my opinion, after Cliff Burton, and it was James and Jason. And why they turned on him like that, I don't get.
Well, it's not that they turned on him. They just never accepted him from day one.
Yeah, fair enough.
They always put him on this thing saying, you'll never be Cliff.
Yeah. That's fair.
Which is just a shame.
It sucks when you think of that dynamic happening. It actually happened in my very favorite band there with their first drummer, who they basically just mocked until he left the group because he didn't fit in.
Well, that's what Dragon Force did to their original singer.
Yeah, it's terrible. Like
every time they did an interview, all they did was talk about how he was gay. Eventually, he quit because of it. And you gotta hear them talk about it. This shit was so funny.
Oh man, it's worse than a family. People say it's like a marriage. No, it's not at all like a marriage. But it's definitely worse than your own family. And if you can't take a joke, you will never make it as a musician, because you're just ruthless to each other on a daily basis. We've got stories from the road. My God, things that were just brutal. And it happens to everybody. You're stuck in a van together for weeks at a time. Shit's gonna get weird and mean. It's definitely a love-hate thing. I walked away from Ashes of Purgatory on our tour in the middle of where were we? I don't even remember. I think it was Winnipeg. I hopped out and started walking down the highway. I was like, fuck you guys.
I'm fucking out of here.
They caught up to me eventually. Anyway, Jason Newsted, raw deal, but smart guy. That's the point. I like to see musicians who do well with their money, like the guy Jonathan. Sorry, I can't think of his name. Jonathan from Korn.
Jonathan Davis.
Jonathan Davis. Thank you. That's a guy you can tell he's doing okay, because he was like 90 pounds when that band started. Now he's probably 280.
Yeah,
that's a guy who was a starving artist, and then he started living the good life. I like to see that. I like when people get fat. What's his nuts? Faith No More. Same thing. Mike Patton. He's a big fat jumbo now.
Yeah, but Mike Patton's a fucking weird dude, though.
Oh yeah, he's the best. I wonder how weird he actually is, and how much of it is just an act.
As far as I've heard, he's legit.
Yeah, that's what I've heard too.
Fucking weird. Yeah.
I've heard you hear these kind of things. I can't wait till Eric and Gord are big enough that we start hearing this shit about each other. That's going to be a blast. There's going to be all sorts of stuff in the news about how we hate each other, and we're just doing the show for the money. By then, it could be true. Who knows?
Yeah, you just never know. Hey, I got something to fucking read you. Something came up on a Facebook post.
Okay, good. Thank God.
And I'd seen this before, but I've never fact-checked it, so I just did a quick fact-check while we were talking here, and turns out it's actually fucking true. This is a list of 6 male Republicans talking about rape.
Oh, yes, okay? I did see this.
So for those that haven't seen it, I'm literally going to give you the name of the guy who said it, where he's from, and what his quote is. So the first one is...
hang on one second, because I know I got a lot of background noise. I'm going to shut off my mic so people can hear this better.
Okay, so the first one is by a Republican of Texas. His name is Clayton Williams. His statement was, rape is kind of like the weather. If it's inevitable, relax and enjoy it.
That is the most fucked up thing I've ever heard in my life.
That's a quote. That's not a misquote. That's an actual fucking statement that this guy made.
That is brutal. I can't. That just it blows my mind that that's something that anyone would say, let alone in public.
Right?
The fact that you had that thought and decided to make it into words, my God.
Terrifying. All right, the next one. Republican of what's MO? Is that Missouri? I don't remember what MO is. Yeah. For some reason, I think it's Missouri. I think Missouri goes by MO for some weird reason. I don't know. Doesn't matter. His name is Todd Aiken. If it's a legitimate rape, the female body has ways to shut that thing down.
I have heard that before. That is an actual belief.
It's not true.
It's very not true, but it was a thought. I don't know how far it went, to be honest, but that was one of the thoughts, that the body will reject it if it's a product of rape. That's right up there where if you stand up right after sex, you can't get pregnant.
Yeah.
You know, one of those kind of
and
things.
If a woman is on top, she'll have a girl.
Yeah. Those kind of great, that logic.
Yeah.
That's that great logic that I always bitch about. It's like that parent logic that they pass down. My favorite example is you don't swim after eating. You'll get a cramp and die. But you can run around using the exact same muscles you would swimming for half an hour. And you'll be totally fine.
And you'll be perfectly fine. Yeah.
But don't swim. You'll die.
That's right.
You'll take someone's eye out.
Yeah.
I know one guy in my life who's lost an eye, and he was 22 years old when it happened.
Was it from swimming?
No, he was logging, and a cord on a truck broke and hit him in the eye.
Ow, shit, that's gotta suck.
Yeah, it probably didn't feel good.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, I've never known a kid to lose an eye ever. That's stupid parent crap that they tell you. That's not true. All right, do we have more of these? These are fun.
Oh, yeah, I got 4 more. Next one. Republican from Pennsylvania. Rick Santorum is his name.
Very famous.
Yeah.
Very popular.
Rape victims should make the best of a bad situation.
Yeah, absolutely. When God gives you AIDS, make lemonades.
Right? Speaking of God, we'll bring him into the very next one.
That is, they should make the best of it.
Yeah, make the best of a bad situation.
Well, you know, I know so many women who speak so fondly of the night. That magical night.
That magical night when I was forced to...
It started off terrible, but, I made the best of it.
Yeah.
My good
Ended up giving him a blowjob after. It was great. Yeah, no. Just no. Fucking stupid. So the next one, Republican of IN, was that Indiana?
Indiana, yeah, probably.
And we'll go with that. Richard Murdoch.
Oh, this should be great.
Uh-huh. Even when life begins in that horrible situation of rape, that is something that God intended to happen. I knew you'd like that one. God intended her to rape because God is such a piece of shit that he would allow a woman to be raped just so that the child could be birthed.
Sometimes that's the only way. That's the only way that perfect little bundle of joy will get born.
That's right. Is to be forced.
I use that. I actually use something similar to that in regards to my daughter because she was born under unusual circumstances. Not that by any means, but she wasn't planned. And I often say the universe wanted her to be born. The universe needed Aurora, so it made this event happen. And that is why we have her today. And she's going to go on to do amazing, wonderful things. Now... if she were the product of a violent, horrible attack, probably wouldn't think like that.
Those words wouldn't even come out of my... I'm an offensive fucking dude with some pretty askew views on things. I could never fathom saying something like that. I just no,
Thanks for putting up with
couldn't
this.
imagine.
And what's the what happens when that kid finds out when he's older, or maybe not even older? You know, what goes through his or her mind when they find out who daddy was?
Right?
How do you reconcile that? How do you not be an asshole, go shoot up your high school, or become a criminal? How do you not?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's probably one of the most difficult things in the world for I'd have to assume is to find out about where you came from. That's got to be lowest on the list of.
It's not
bad
comfortable
news.
for anyone to find out. Most of the time, I would imagine. I certainly don't want to know.
No. No, I would rather not know that.
No, I don't want to hear anything about that. Like, as far as I know, the stork brought me, and I'm sticking with that.
Yeah, exactly.
But to find out,
I'm even happy with my family joke that I was either the milkman or the mailman's. I'm even fine with that. I'd rather know that my mother cheated on my father to have me than to know that somebody forced themselves on her in order for me to be born. That's just fucking wrong.
Did you guys actually have a milkman?
Oh yeah, my house had a built-in fucking spot for the milk to go into on the side of the house.
That's awesome. I had an apartment that had one of those. I never had a milkman though. So did your parents ever call you Milk Dud?
No, but it was just a running gag because I was a ginger, and there's no other gingers in the family. So
of course not. You just always got to be different, don't you, Milk Dud?
Yeah, that's me.
That's straight gourd for you.
That's it. Okay, second last one.
All right.
Representative from Texas. It's a woman this time by the name of Jody Louderberg.
Everyone named Jody always has something valid to say.
And this is a pretty good one. In the emergency room, they have what's called rape kits, where a woman can get cleaned out.
Yes. That's not exactly what they're for, but...
I mean, I get it. A little bit of scraping is involved, but it's not there to clean her out.
That's not... Which would, by definition, be an abortion, by the way. Nut job.
Right?
So, if that's a thing you're supporting, please carry on with that line of thinking.
Yeah.
Because that works just fine by me, because that's exactly what we want. My God. How are you... I've been there.
You're gonna love the last one, by the way.
I've been there. I know what they're like. I know how they think. I can't even get into it. Go to the next one.
Okay, this is the last one. He's from... I actually can't read his name. His name is cut off. He's an old, fat, bald guy. I don't know what his name is, but he's from... was it M.E. by the looks of it?
M.E. could be Maine, could be...
Maine is my guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe it's the first letter and the last letter.
Not always.
M.O. could be Montana, then.
M.O. could be Montana. That's it. Yeah, that's very true.
Anyway. Sorry.
Okay. So, if a woman has the right to an abortion, why shouldn't a man be free to use his superior strength to force himself on a woman? At least the rapist's pursuit of sexual freedom doesn't, in most cases, result in anyone's death.
I would argue that's possibly not true. I have no figures on that, but I would guess he's wrong on that. And also, what the fuck?
Right?
If
like,
that
what
kind
the
of came
fucking fuck?
If we applied that to any other way of legal, like, you know, well, I'm bigger and stronger, so I'm allowed. Really? That's
your defense?
If that's the way you want to do it, pal, all right. I'm going to come to Maine or wherever the fuck you are, and we'll see who's bigger and stronger and gets to do whatever they want with you.
Yeah. I would go gay to rape a fucking man if this was their views.
I like that he thinks that sort of logic would only apply to women.
Yeah. Clearly, never been to prison.
All the way up the food chain. Oh no, I would love some of these motherfuckers to go though. And
yeah.
they calculated Trump just looking into his history as much as they could and found about 18 abortions in his closet. I wonder how many all these people have between them collectively. Hundreds. And it's a shame that they weren't a few of them. Oh my God! You know what? This we're. How did we get to where we are as a society? When did this become to us our reality? You know, I'm sure a bit of it can be pinned on our somewhat absent parenthood. We were kind of given freedom that the past generations had never been given, and this is the result. We were made to believe that we could make the right choices, and look at what we've done. We've become a society of fucking animals. It's this kind of bullshit makes me think that democracy as we know it just doesn't work. We've done it wrong. It's time to tear up the whole fucking concept and start all over again. I don't know why we're clinging to this old French, Latin bullshit anyway. We should have come up with a new form by now on our own. We came up with metric. We should be able to come up with something like this. But your story last night really bugged me about the lady on the bus because we've become a society that sits back and watches a woman murder an elderly man in cold blood, and we do nothing about it. We've collectively decided to go out of our way to avoid helping people, regardless of the circumstances. I expose myself to ridicule every time I offer to help an old lady across the street or I hold a door for someone. People laugh at me. People make fun of me for that. That's a joke now. When it used to be just courteous. You used to just do that kind of shit without thinking. And I understand that we operate at a faster pace now, and maybe we can't always take the time that we used to take to help each other out. And that's fine. But why can't we just take a little bit of consideration when the opportunity presents itself? The entire concept of like neighborly doesn't exist anymore. And you think that that's fine, and it's me being a yokel talking about this stuff, but no, this is what it leads to. It leads to people thinking this way. It starts off small, like, oh, we don't show each other courtesy anymore, and then it gets to, oh, we can behead a guy on a fucking Greyhound bus and sit there and watch and do nothing about it, and come up with these ridiculous fucking ideas on our own, unchecked by anyone, and say things like these leaders of their goddamn states are saying. How do we let this happen? What the fuck is wrong with us? Is everyone seriously as stupid as we joke about? I'm fed up with stuff like this. I can't believe grown men are saying things like that in public.
Yeah.
And I'm a full supporter of freedom of speech. I absolutely believe they have a right to think and say what they want to. But they shouldn't think in this way. It should never be an option that this kind of fucking garbage is in their heads.
No, shouldn't. But unfortunately, these are the people that are in charge.
These are the exactly.
Yeah.
Why are
By
they
the way,
in
just to
charge?
go on your statement about Trump and if he's ever been part of an abortion or whatever, he was asked directly by a reporter. When he was a swinging bachelor in Manhattan, was he ever involved with anyone who had an abortion? His response, such an interesting question. So what's your next question?
Yeah. And that's acceptable
Such
now.
an interesting question.
And that is an acceptable statement from the president. And God love him, this is the Bill Clinton era. These are the kind of answers you get to give because of him. That you get away with that kind of stuff now. He did, and every president since him has decided that's okay. We can sidestep things. We're not accountable. We don't have to answer questions. The I didn't inhale defense works. The Shaggy defense is acceptable.
Yeah, wasn't me.
Wasn't me. It's ridiculous. I was mad about it when Clinton got away with it. I'm mad madder than hell now that it still goes on, because he effectively didn't get away with it. I mean, he got raked over the coals for years once he got exposed.
Yeah,
but now guys just don't.
Clinton didn't rape anybody, though.
No, exactly. Clinton didn't rape anybody. Clinton didn't abort anybody, but he did abuse his office and lie to his constituents about it.
Yeah.
And that, I don't understand this just being able to lie without reprieve. I don't get how once you get into that position, you get to lie with indemnity about anything and everything, and that's okay. We all go, oh, all politicians are liars. No,
Yeah.
they run our lives.
What do you expect? That's how they are.
Yeah. Oh, that's
it's the boys will be boys fucking rhetoric.
Yes, and look what happens when you let boys be boys. They turn out to be rapists. Newsflash.
That's right. Yep.
Did anyone read fucking Lord of the Flies? That's true. That would happen. That's exactly what would happen.
Absolutely.
Don't kid yourself. Boys are stupid and disgusting, and they need to be taught and whipped into shape like dogs.
Yeah.
We're terrible people. Left to our own devices, we would eat each other alive.
Left to our own devices, we create laws like these guys are doing.
It's absurd to think that. It's absurd now to think that this is working. It's not. We're falling apart as a society. We're crumbling.
Yep.
Everything about it is wrong, and collectively we're smart enough to realize that. I don't understand why we're not smart enough to do something about it. More and more, the Ted Kaczynskis of the world seem less and less crazy. Every day, the Timothy Oklahoma City McVeigh. These guys had it right. Who knew?
Timothy.
Yeah.
Tim knew.
Yep. I'm sure he's laughing about it now.
Right?
I'm going to play a little song here.
Hell no, to the no, no, no.
I don't understand why you
To the no, hell to the no.
Nope, I can't hear shit.
No, no, no.
That's good. I'll send it to you. I said I'd do that last time and I didn't. People think something has to change. I understand the majority of our listenership currently is still in the U.S. Guys, listen to Eric and Gord here and take some advice. Your country is a fucking joke, and everyone in the world thinks so. You have to do something to fix it. You have to rein in the mouths on these freaks. The Republican Party they don't even like themselves. Real Republicans don't like what this farce of a leadership is. Real Republicans shy away from it because these guys don't have any Republican values in them. Reagan must be rolling over in his grave that these people are running his old office. It's an embarrassment, and not only that, it's detrimental to you. You think people are trying to bomb you now? Just wait until you turn on crazy white women. I guarantee nothing scarier than a crazy white woman. Muslims don't hold a fucking candle to these people.
No, that's very true.
You know why they oppress their women so badly? Because they know what they would do if they didn't.
I've always said it. If I was a woman and I was running a country,
missiles
anytime
would be shaped
somebody
differently?
would ask me, what's that?
Missiles would be shaped differently?
Doubtful. They probably vibrate more, though. But if I was a woman and I was running a country, and if anybody ever attempted to start shit with me in my country, if I was a woman, the first thing I would say at the press conference, so what do you think about this? I think it's fine.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you say that, the whole world will be like, oh, fuck, it's war.
Exactly.
Oh, God.
Exactly.
She said it's fine.
Just those eyes. It'd be the only time where people would come out and have a press conference and not say anything for 45 minutes.
Yeah, it'd just be utter silence.
Well, you should just know. You should just know. If you don't already know, I'm not going to tell you.
It's fine. Oh, God.
The UN would just turn into a hour-long argument about people's shoes. Did you see her shoes? My God.
Right?
I don't know how
You
she
know,
expects to run Libya
I
in
told
those
my
shoes.
girlfriend, when my girlfriend and I first got to, like, actually, like, became a couple, one of the things that I talked to her about, I said, look, those words saying, like, it's fine, or do whatever you want, those things, I said, they don't work with me.
Yeah.
You say the words, I'm taking your word as bond. That's just that simple. I said, so if you turn to me and you say, that's fine, understand, you have nothing to argue with me about later.
Yep.
You lost your argument. I said, so if you're not happy with something, if you don't want me to do something, whatever it might be, I said, you need to say specifically, don't do that.
Say what you mean.
Because otherwise I will.
Say what you mean what you say. I just finished explaining that to the incredibly beautiful, wonderful girl that I am trying to court currently. It's easy, and you'd be amazed what it does for a relationship. In any relationship, it's not just as a couple. In any relationship, say what you mean what you say. It's harder than it sounds, but it makes things infinitely easier at every turn.
That's
you
right.
avoid a hell of a lot of confusion, and maybe we get to a point where we can start rebuilding some semblance of a goddamn humane society again. And let me just say, if you ever see anyone attempting to murder me on a bus, please get up and help. I promise you I'll do the same for you.
Absolutely.
Why are we not helping each other anymore? Why are we in a place where a guy can sit on Granville Street for 8 hours, dead, and nobody notices? Nobody stopped to see if this guy was breathing for 8 fucking hours. This is not a human society. This is not, and I'm not religious. I'm not a part of any organization or affiliation or anything. This is just people being people. Even goddamn animals check up on each other.
Yeah, right?
We have turned into savages to the point where it's perfectly acceptable to throw a man off a bus and kill him because you don't like the thing he said to you. Are you fucking kidding me? Is this what we're teaching kids? That's okay?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Come on.
Well,
what are we doing?
Eric, all I got to say is how many times do we have to keep going back to my statement? Need to eliminate people.
This is.
I think a good place to start is just to wipe off America off the fucking map. That's a good place to start.
You know what? I really got to get on board with that idea. I have nothing against the American people. American people, if you want to join in and help us with this, your leadership needs to be dismantled today. It's where are my goddamn militia groups from the 90s? Now is your time to mobilize and do what you said you were going to do.
Y'all talk about guns. Y'all talk about your protection. The reason why you're allowed to have guns is in case you're a corrupt government. You've never done it.
It's necessary now. It's not even the corruption anymore. It's the goddamn stupidity, the blatant disregard for human life at this point. I don't care which conspiracy theory you subscribe to, they're all coming true in one way or another. Fucking figure it out. Do something about it. God damn it. Don't let it happen.
Yeah. Don't just sit idly by and be like, well, that's just the way it is.
It's not. It doesn't have to be. Even if it was something that came true, maybe the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers are running the show and everything is working out just the way we all fucking said it would. Don't let it happen.
No.
God damn it. Throw a rock. It's the 100th anniversary of the big labor strike in Winnipeg. My aunt sent me a thing about it. It was fascinating. Stand up, strike, fight. Do what your fucking rap songs tell you to do, for fuck's sakes.
Yeah.
Take them seriously. The people who wrote them died. I'm not saying you should die. I don't want anybody to die. But your government needs to be dismantled. And ours shortly thereafter. Although ours will cower and run and do whatever we tell them to. Yours will probably try to fight you on it. And you'll have to kill them. But when you're done with them, feel free to come back here. And hey, we fucking burnt down the White House once. I don't understand why we're hesitant to do it again. They were a hell of a lot bigger and stronger then than they are now, comparatively.
Oh yeah.
I think you and I could march into the White House and burn it down now.
I don't think it'd take that much of an effort.
But we did it once. Let's do it again. Why not? Get rid of these people. And I'm not saying kill anybody, but your government needs to be dismantled, and so does ours. If someone in the Middle East can't fucking pull it off, we're going to have to do it ourselves.
And that's sad, because we should be able to count on these people from the Middle East to do these things for us.
I would think so. I'm not siding with Sharia law. It's bullshit. I understand that most Muslims don't subscribe to those kind of ideals. But guess what? The ones who make the news do.
Yeah.
So, sorry, you can stand up there and go, he's not a Muslim. Well, yeah, he fucking is, because he said he was.
Yeah.
That at the end of the day, that's what he is, because he said he was. And then he killed a bunch of people. So, sorry. Prove him wrong. Prove us wrong. We think that's what Muslims are. Prove us wrong.
Yeah.
And the crazy ones, fucking man up and do something about it. It's been, 18 years? Since the last guy had some balls. You can't be that broke. You run heroin.
I have something to read you. Hang on a second. Hang on. I gotta find it. What the fuck is he called? Hang on.
EricandGord.com, by the way. Eric at EricandGord.com. If you don't agree with me, or if you do agree with me, get in touch with us and you'll get a barbecue. You probably won't get to use it because we'll all be dead, but you'll get one.
Hey, what do you call a guy who stands up in church and does the talking? What do they call him? Priest?
A priest or a pastor?
Man, you're gonna love this. Yeah, here it is. Okay, this is amazing. I caught this earlier, and I just love this. A pastor who raped. Hang on, I gotta make sure I'm reading this here. He raped his daughter, who was 14 years old at the time. Gets a light prison sentence because the judge said, but he's a man. He's a good man. He's a man of God.
Yeah.
Think about that for a second.
Well, hey, if you really want to think about it, all my flat earthy fans out there, it's in the Bible.
Yeah, right?
Look, Lot's daughters were all impregnated by their father.
That's just insane.
That's, oh my God. As if the slavery and the Asians not going to heaven isn't enough. We need daughter raping. That's okay. Where's the where's the line for you people where this book is too much?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
You know, I couldn't read 50 Shades of Grey without putting it down and catching my breath. You guys got these raping fucking slave people, pillaging and killing for. When do you go no? When do you say no? I'm not going to do this stuff. It's wrong.
Yep. But no, there it is. This priest's name is David Richards. He's 41. He was sentenced to 12 years in jail, which is 60 years less than the maximum term sought by prosecutors.
That is ridiculous because he's a man of God. I'll tell you something.
And the girl that his daughter that he raped, she was what is it? She was adopted.
Jesus Christ.
So his adopted daughter raped her, found guilty of rape, incest, and sexual battery. He did it for 2 years when she was 14 years old.
She was 14 years old for 2 years?
According to the wording on this, yes. But yeah, no, it began when she was 14.
That's,
so between the age of 14 and 16, he was fucking his adopted daughter. And
that's where I say in jail, you let him know he's coming, and you leave his cell unlocked by accident.
Oh yeah,
one night.
Absolutely.
They will take care of that. Jeffrey Dahmer lasted 17 days.
You heard about what happened to Bernardo in prison, right?
Yeah, of course.
Like he got ass fucked by a broom handle.
And good on him.
Yep.
They should do it again if he ever gets out.
I think every time it heals, just fucking redo it.
Yeah,
That's what I.
absolutely, 100%.
Yep.
These people are like, this isn't even funny. I can't even make a joke out of this. These are why? God. When a man of God, God damn it, if they turn out to be right and there is a heaven and a God who judges us, the last fucking lineup I want to be in is the one they're all standing in when we get there.
Oh,
these
ain't that
so-called
the
men
fucking
of
truth.
God. He's got special plans for
by
you.
definition alone, the men of God, by definition alone, if you're a priest, you'll be going to hell anyways, because that's supposed to be going against God's word anyway.
Every single one of them, every single so-called Christian is going to hell in a handbasket. That's probably where that statement came from. It's a stupid statement. I hate it, but I said it because whatever. I'm not going with them. If anyone's just getting a big high five on the way through, it's Eric and Gord. I guarantee you.
Absolutely.
Because we might not be popular, but we didn't fucking bullshit. Yeah. That's the big. That's really what Big Guns cares about. I think at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Don't bullshit. That's the whole thing.
We don't
worship
children.
a false idol. That's bullshit. Don't worship bullshit. It's basically all Big Guns is saying.
Yeah.
That's the word of God. Stop bullshitting each other, and you'll do just fine. I promise you. I forgot to mention Podcoin halfway through the show. Everybody go to Podcoin, enter promo code Eric and Gord, get the app from the iTunes App Store or Google Play Store, and you can get paid to listen to this kind of stuff. And I tell you, this kind of stuff's going to get bigger and bigger as long as this rate fucking thing's still going on.
Right.
So you get to listen to your favorite podcasts on a fairly decent platform to listen on. And you get paid to listen. You get paid real cash money. And it's in the form of gift cards, but you can use those gift cards at Amazon, Starbucks, here in Canada, Tim Hortons, or anywhere. There's anyone you can think of, like you can get them. Or if you're a good person and you want to save the world, you can choose to donate that money to any charity you can think of. They're all listed. So you can listen to any podcast you like. They've got a great selection of some of the best. Eric and Gord are one of the bonus podcasts, one of the featured ones that you can listen to. All our entire archives, 100 and whatever. This is our 100th episode, actually. So 100 episodes you can listen to.
Man, how many 100 episodes have we done?
I'm not sure, but this is my favorite. So download the app today, Google Play Store or the iTunes App Store, Apple App Store, whatever they call that thing that Apple does, and get the Podcoin app. And type in promo code Eric and Gord, and when you're filling it out, and you get 300 coins to get you started off with, and that's pretty damn good from what I'm told. There you go.
I know I'm reveling in my 300 coins that I got.
I don't have my device to tell me what I have, and I haven't looked it up on line yet on the computer. I haven't looked up how we're doing on Podcoin either, but I'm sure all this promotion's really paid off.
I don't see how it couldn't.
But check us out, ericandgord.com, and thank you for those of you who do. It's the traffic on that site's great. I'm going to have to remember to make it better. And I think I don't know for sure, but I've heard through the grapevine that there might be another robot video coming down the pipeline pretty quick.
Woohoo!
It's been a while since those guys have made an appearance.
Yeah, has been.
So
we've got to up the game there.
If you haven't gotten enough of Eric and Gord after you listen to the 500 plus hours of material that we have available, you can go to ericandgord.com for all kinds of videos and excitement and fun from us. You can also go on Facebook and check out the actual, really official Globe Earthers discussion group for recently vaccinated mediating knowers of truth. And you can get some Eric and Gord there. There's some great Gord with Rebecca chat today. Was that today? That was hilarious.
Yesterday and today, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
fantastic.
she got me good. Well done, Rebecca. She got me good. I thought she was being fucking serious. So I started tearing her apart.
So did another friend of mine who's a member of the group, Mike Hales from the absolutely amazing Vancouver metal band Dark Origins, who just filmed 2 fantastic videos, by the way. Big plug for Mike Hales and Dark Origins. Awesome band. And I actually mean that. They're a fantastic band. We got to play with them, I think only once, maybe twice. Doesn't matter. And she is the girl I'm currently in love with, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's the one.
Well, I have to admit, nice girl. I like her. you got my approval because she fucked with me, and she fucked with me real well. And I'm always impressed when somebody can fucking pull that one over on me. She did a great job.
I was very disappointed that she fessed up so quickly. I would have liked to have seen that go on a little while, but she actually did start to feel guilty. So,
well, I think that's just it. But I think she realized that I was taking this just a little too fucking seriously on her.
Well,
and I called her out.
Hopefully, we get some other flat earthers, some real flat earthers sniffing around. That would be a lot of fun. I noticed there's some new membership as of today. I haven't been by to check it out yet. I just got a notification that there was members requesting membership, so that's very cool. Hopefully we can put some of them in their place. We get a few. If we can convert one, I'll be in heaven. Fake, imaginary heaven, but I'll be in heaven.
I wouldn't complain.
I think that's my new goal. That's my 2019 summer goal. Make out with someone in the cast of Degrassi: The Next Generation, or the original class, but it would have to be Caitlin, or I don't even know who would be second on that list. Like, I'm not going to be the prick who says Tessa Campanelli, but maybe the twins. But it would have to be both of them. Or Lucy. Lucy. Lucy would be my second. Sorry, it's Lucy. But no,
That's your second?
So it's the cast of The Next Generation. Any one of them will do.
By the way, we another comment on the thread, by the way, between myself and Rebecca. A girl by the name of Tara Planis.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, she, because I was just sort of reading up on our conversation, and she goes, "Thank the Almighty Lord Jesus, somebody is finally standing up to these creeps."
Oh, wow!
Thank the Almighty Lord Jesus. That's fantastic.
I'm not sure who she is. I filled out. I just approved the application. You have to approve their request to be part of the group, and I just did.
Yeah.
It didn't say. It just said there was a requested. It didn't say who it was or anything. It just said someone is requesting, and I just did it. I didn't even read her answers to the 2 skill testing questions you have to answer to be part of our group.
Well, she's in North Vancouver, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I wonder if we know her. I don't know anyone named Tara. Well, I only know one Tara. Interesting.
Yeah.
We will have to start following that. And by the way, I like the word group. So I say group a lot. It's a fun word to say.
Group.
That's why I've been saying group a lot. It's just, I don't know why. It's a fun word. I don't smoke pot, but that's a fun word. Group. I like group. I want to be in your group. I want you to be in my group.
Yeah, every time you say that P, it sounds like you're dropping a needle on a record.
It almost sounds dirty.
It kind of does.
I want to get in your group. I want
to get in your moist group.
I want you to get in my group. We should do some group activities.
Well, fuck,
man.
I'm feeling really dirty right now.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to go clean out my group.
Yeah, exactly.
That is great.
Get
That's
the group out of my group.
Group activity. Any of you who are in any kind of a group in your lives are going to laugh tomorrow about this when you're going to your group.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to chuckle. Right now it's not funny. It's only funny to me and Gord, but this is one of those things that later you're going to howl, and whoever you're with isn't going to get it. And when you explain it, it won't be funny. Just so you know.
Yeah. No, that's exactly right. We'll be like, somebody's going to say the word group, and they're going to go, "Oh my god, that is fucking funny."
Like tomorrow when you're in a staff meeting and your boss is like, "Okay, I want you guys to break off into groups." You're going to chuckle.
When everybody get into a group, ah!
You're going to laugh inappropriately and then have to explain it. That's the best. And nobody's going to get it.
No.
Except for other fans of our group. That's great. That's awesome. I love shit like that.
Hey, we're going to have to call it. I'm falling apart over here.
That is a damn good long podcast, and it was just a cornucopia of delights. Totally enjoyed it. Get your ballots in. It's the last night to do so. Win our barbecue set. Gord, I love you. My brother from something other. I will talk to you tomorrow around this same time, or do you want to do it a little later so we're closer to the draw, or what would you like to do tomorrow? Doesn't matter. Let me know later.
Yeah, I'll just let you know. We'll have to figure it out, but I'll let you know. We'll have to see.
And take it away. I'm going to say, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be back here roughly about this same time tomorrow night to give you guys a barbecue set. Until then, please take care of each other.
Fuck rapists.
Fuck rapists. Thank you. I thought you were going to say it. Good night, everybody.
I wasn't sure what to do with that.
And I got no music. Oh, I know why. Here we go. Good night. All right, buddy.
Awesome.
I gotta let that play out to the end. This one looks like we recorded this fine, so hopefully I'll get it up right away.
Perfect. I disabled the video part on my side, so maybe that might help.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we'll see if that makes a difference.
I think I've got